In the ancient land of Sumeria, where the rivers Tigris and Euphrates kissed the fertile soil, there existed a pantheon of gods whose powers shaped the destiny of mankind. Among these deities, none was as feared or revered as Anara, the goddess of storms and vengeance. Her wrath was legendary, her fury capable of leveling cities, and her justice swift and merciless. Our story begins in the prosperous city of Eridu, a jewel of Sumeria known for its grand temples and bustling markets. The people of Eridu were devout worshippers, offering daily sacrifices to appease their gods. Yet, there was one among them who harbored ambitions that would invoke the wrath of Anara. King Alaric, ruler of Eridu, was a man consumed by power and greed. Despite his city's prosperity, he yearned for more wealth, more territory, more control. Whispers of his tyranny spread, but none dared challenge him. His lust for power reached its peak when he decided to capture the sacred relic of Anara, the Storm Crown, said to grant its possessor control over the elements. The Storm Crown was hidden in the temple of Anara, guarded by her most devoted priestess, Lyara. She was a woman of unearthly beauty and wisdom, chosen by the goddess herself to protect the relic. King Alaric, blinded by his ambition, believed that possessing the Storm Crown would make him invincible. He ordered his soldiers to storm the temple and seize it. Lyara, sensing the desecration of the sacred grounds, prayed to Anara for intervention. As the soldiers breached the temple's sanctum, a fierce storm began to brew over Eridu. Thunder roared and lightning split the sky, a sign that the goddess had awakened. But King Alaric, undeterred, pressed on, seizing the Storm Crown from its pedestal. As soon as his fingers touched the relic, a blinding light engulfed the temple. Anara herself appeared, a towering figure of rage and beauty, her eyes burning with the fury of 1,000 storms. She declared that Alaric's blasphemy would not go unpunished. The king, in his arrogance, attempted to wield the power of the Storm Crown, but found himself overwhelmed by its might. Anara's voice echoed through the heavens, decreeing that Eridu would pay for its king's hubris. The storm unleashed its full fury upon the city, tearing buildings from their foundations and flooding the streets. People screamed and fled, but there was no escape from the goddess's wrath. Alaric, clutching the Storm Crown, was struck by a bolt of lightning, his body consumed by the very power he sought to control. Lyara, witnessing the devastation, pleaded with Anara to spare the innocent. The goddess, moved by the priestess's sincerity and devotion, relented. She commanded Lyara to restore balance and peace to Eridu. With a wave of her hand, the storm abated, leaving the city in ruins but its people alive. Anara spoke to the survivors, warning them of the consequences of pride and greed. She entrusted Lyara with the Storm Crown once more, instructing her to guide the people of Eridu towards a future of humility and reverence for the gods. The goddess then vanished, leaving behind a city humbled and a lesson learned. Under Lyara's guidance, Eridu was rebuilt. The people, forever marked by the events of that fateful night, lived with renewed respect for the divine. They erected a grander temple in Anara's honor, vowing to uphold the values of humility and devotion. Lyara's wisdom and compassion became the cornerstone of their society, ensuring that the story of Anara's wrath was passed down through generations. And so, the tale of the wrath of Anara became legend, a story told around firesides and in grand halls, reminding all who heard it of the power of the gods and the perils of human ambition. It was a story that captivated the hearts and minds of all who listened, a timeless warning against the dangers of hubris and the importance of reverence for the divine. Under Lyara's guidance, Eridu was rebuilt stronger than before. The people, now humble and devout, cherished the tale of Anara's wrath. This legend reminded them of the power of humility and reverence for the divine, ensuring Eridu flourished with prosperity and wisdom for generations to come.